Need a little light. Oh, that's too yellow. Too yellow. Too yellow. Too yellow. Let me see if I can. Maybe. There we go. That's better. That is much, 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 much better. Much, 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 much better. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy Valentine's Day. Welcome to the Saturday Morning Live with Bridget B. This is where we do midlife talk, and that could literally be anything because we're in that stage of life where everything involves us. But everything that involves us doesn't involve everyone. So it's a very unique conversation to be had. Let me see if I can get this going here. Let's see where we want this to be. I think that's good. Probably bring it down a little bit. Thanks for the like. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to get my mic where I want it to be. Y'all, I think that's probably going to be a good place for it to be. So, yeah. You know what? Because I like to be I'm not going to turn this into a soliloquy, okay? Because I have a long history of being in my fifis on Valentine's Day. Right now, today, the way I feel about Valentine's Day is whatever, okay? I have much bigger fish to fry and deal with than to be concerning myself with how I feel on Valentine's Day and why this and why that, and you know what I'm saying, all of that. I don't have time. I don't have time for that. But nevertheless, just the day in itself. First of all, stop hammer time. Okay, stop hammer time. Hey girl, hey, you got plans today? Any plans? Any plans? It's a greeting card. Holiday. It is that. Now it is that. I think this, you know what? I think Valentine's Day is thank y'all for sending me into a positive direction. Okay. I'm still gonna talk about my emotional week. But let me say this about Valentine's Day, and thank you for mentioning greeting cards. Valentine's Day is a good holiday to give out cards, just to give out a card, just to remind somebody how you feel about them. Send a message of love. It probably people that already know that you love them, but you kind of validate that by acknowledging them. I'm not doing too much of that this Valentine's Day. I did send my daughter the box, which she got yesterday. Praise the Lord. She got the box and she loved it. But I'm not going to be doing anything. My mother was like, don't do nothing for vet. I'm like, honey, baby, don't worry. I won't. I won't because I'm not. Um, I'm working. I need all my tip money. I know that's right. I know that's right. This is a good day to work too. Oh my god, this is a good day to work, like in the service industry, at restaurants and hotels and um places that have activities. And this is a good day for that because baby, the tips gonna be rolling, you know what I'm saying? Because a big dog want to feel like a big dog today. If they celebrate love like that, then yeah, so this is a good day for that, regardless to what it is. No reservations, of course. We're going to try to find something to do. Just get, oh, you know what? And it's plenty, it's so many places to go. Like, I keep a list on oh, and you know what? It's a new place that I want to go and maybe like just stop by one day if I'm going to the Hollywood Casino. They opened up like some kind of restaurant slash bar at a Holiday Inn close by. I'll DM you on Instagram about it. But it looked like it's like a cool little stop to make, run in here, have a drink, have a little something to eat, and then go to the casino or go afterwards or whatever. But I definitely want to check it out because it looked like it could be a little vibe. And it's not far, from home. It's like you ain't got to be all over the world just trying to go have a good time somewhere new. I'm gonna send you that. But I save places um on my, like, especially on my Instagram. I save different things that I want to do locally and even like places that's not in St. Louis. Um And then when it's time to go somewhere, I'm like, well, I don't know where to go. Oh, and then, I try to remember to refer back to my list, but then I'm like, well, I don't think I saved this place. I'm taking my son out to dinner on Sunday. My kid, my child always was my Valentine, always. Um, and then plus she was a kid, so they like to celebrate things to the fullest. So I would always try to make Valentine's Day special, for her, because okay, that's somebody I want to show my love to every year. Ain't no problem. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no big deal or whatever. So she got her box this year. And I sent her the box this year because normally I would have sent either a fall box or a Christmas box, but I hadn't sent anything. So I was like, well, I'll send a Valentine's Day box. Hello. Hey, Night Owl. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live with Bridget B. This is Bridget B TV. And we gather here every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, just to talk about midlife and its involvings. And as I stated at the very beginning of this live, in midlife, at this stage of life, everything involves us, but everything that involves us doesn't involve everyone. So that's what makes our conversation so storied. And, we gonna definitely flip from one subject to another because we're in that stage of, that's how our brains are working and things. But the conversations are always relevant. And I literally love that for us. We have to have somebody to talk to about these things. Before I came on this live, I called my baby sister because I just needed to talk to somebody about something. And so we chopped it up right quick. And I was like, okay, because I didn't need to be holding that all day to myself. Like I needed to talk to somebody about that. So, thank you. I'm glad that you love that. Oh, it, it, um, yeah, and I just thought of that this morning when I started the live, as usual, kind of feeling like I was running a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like feeling like I was, even though I literally prepped earlier this morning, like 2 hours in advance. Sometimes I prep on Friday night. It don't be nothing but me getting a list of the topics, getting the products that I want to show, and figuring out what I'm going to put on because it's Saturday morning and I'm used to being in the bed. Like I'm not used to having to get up and talk to people. But for this purpose, I love it. I forgot to bring my cake in here. I did buy myself a cake. Okay. I am not a 100% hard, to the core, hard, cold hearted bee. You know what I'm saying? I did buy myself a cake. I was at the store yesterday and I said, you know what? I said, I'm gonna buy this cake and it's chocolate because I like chocolate cake and nobody in my family likes chocolate cake. Okay. So when birthdays and stuff like that come up, first of all, when it's my birthday and I'm buying a cake to feed more than just myself, I feel so obliged not to get chocolate because nobody in my family likes chocolate. And of course, when it's their birthdays, they don't like chocolate. So we don't have chocolate cake. And I was like, you know what? I was gonna get this little chocolate cake for May. Okay, for May. Oh, that is nice. That is very, very nice. It's like anything that anybody does. What's a tortoise love cake, guys? What is that? Anything that anybody does that's kind and they share it, it just, these days it just feels so good, like it makes you feel like you're living in a normal world or whatever. So that's very, very nice. I tried to find some white chocolate candy and couldn't find none. Where's the white chocolate? Because if that's what you like, that's what you deserve to have today. I'm swinging this comb around because I'm thinking about, if you like white chocolate, that's what you deserve to have today. That's why I got my chocolate cake. I'll post it in the community after the live is over. Yeah, but I can't eat everyone's food. I watched too many episodes. Baby, I was just watching something and I can't remember what it was because I watched so much random stuff. And it was somebody was in their kitchen cooking and that cat jumped up on that counter and I was like, no. No, and I get it. Everybody has different lifestyles. Cats are very clean. It's supposed to be, the thing is that they're like very clean because they are constantly cleaning themselves. But First of all, I don't really like cats. They are very slinky and scary to me, and and just no, absolutely not. But then also saw like a reel or something like that over the past week or so, where the lady was in her kitchen cooking and the dog came in there and she was like, God, I told you to stay out this kitchen. And then the dog went moving and she, get your ass out this kitchen. And the dog took off running. I was like, right, see. I hope so. Oh, you know what? Tomorrow might be a good day to actually get it because a lot of places it'll be on sale, especially if the grocery store, the drugstore, they're gonna have that young 50% off. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, people who said they don't shower daily. How are you living life? Oh, baby. Cause listen, even if I got done had COVID, or I ain't claiming it, I'm talking about the past history. Even if I had COVID, the flu, or whatever, it's like the moment. And y'all know if you've ever had the C-19 or even the flu, because it's basically almost like the same thing. And you know how it feels the moment that I feel like I have literally 2 seconds of energy available. I'm like, baby, it's time to get up, take a shower, be sick as a dog, right? Be in the shower like, I ain't gonna make it. Be sick as a dog, but be like, it's time to get up and get a shower. It's time to get up and change this bed, spray some Lysol, and then I'll go back to shivering and shaking and, and checking my temperature and all of that. But yeah, I've always loved hitting up the stores the next day. Yes, me too. Any holiday that involves candy or really anything. Christmas is another good one. A lot of the Christmas decorations that I have now, or I'll just say ornaments and stuff, even Christmas cards. I got one year, I went to Target after Christmas and it was like 50% off, 75% off. I was grabbing cards. I got ornaments, wrapping paper. I really don't be having to buy wrapping paper like that because one year I went and did that. I didn't really get no ornaments, but I did get wrapping paper, cards, just like all of those odd things. And I haven't had to buy those things in years. And if I did, it's like, okay, I'm gonna just get one roll of pink wrapping paper to wrap my daughter's stuff up. I'm gonna get a roll of Paw Patrol for my nephew, just random, but I literally do not have to buy. I could see the Hobby Lobby. I could see that. Called cheap stays, baby. You would be behooved. And what for? I can believe it though. I can literally believe it because listen, it is a rabbit hole to be gone down because I have always been the type of person. I think what it is this. We'll talk about the comb in a minute. This is my scent that I have on today. I have on Saltaire, and this is the Santal Bloom, I believe. I got this for Christmas. My daughter gave me this for Christmas. And so today I was like, I don't feel like I don't be wearing this. And so I sprayed this on today just as a random, very random thing. But what was I finna talk about? See, brain fog, baby. When you in menopause, you can't stop. You have to finish what it is that you're talking about. And for me, I have to get to the point very quickly because if I start drawing it out too long, then I even totally forgot where it even started. Where it even started. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I was talking about wrapping paper after Christmas. Easter is another good one to get good candy and stuff after Christmas, as well as Valentine's Day. So yeah, it is the lick now. It is the lick, baby. I'm getting into perfumes. It's a good hobby to have too. I got my next perfume that I want, but I just haven't got it yet, baby. Cause oh honey, oh honey, the economy, these bills, having a child in college that they trying to finish up, and it's a little bit more going on this year. Although she has a job, she got a job at the hospital, which I love because that's relatable to her major. But y'all, I am so concerned. So these are all the things that I have on my mind when we start talking about emotions and the viewer topic, which was why self-love um is important. she got a job at the hospital, which is great because it parallels well with her major. But she's also in her last semester and she's taking a lot of hours because she really wants to just get it done. And I have been down this road before. It's so weird because I had a good conversation with my daughter this week, and I was like, this feels like when I was trying to finish undergraduate, and I would at the point in time that I was trying to fit. Thank you. It's the economy is it's gone with the wind, okay, and not fabulous. But it was like during a really tough time in my life, and I was young. You know what I'm saying? I was in my early 20s. It took me a little longer than the average person, maybe about 5.5 years, due to some stopping to work. And I took on a full-time job. After doing that for a year, I was like, baby, no, and motherfucking no. I need to get my degree because no, I'm not going. No, absolutely not. Not okay. I'm meant to be working in an office somewhere. I'm not going to be able to do this right here. But I had to do that because my mother was going through a divorce and she could no longer afford. My mother had been paying my tuition every month, like doing the monthly plan, $400 a month or whatever. But I knew that my mother couldn't afford that anymore because she was going through a divorce, and it's three of us. It is three of us. It's not was, it is three of us, with me being the oldest. And so I stopped. Girl, listen, let me tell you something. When I finally told my mama that I was graduating, because again, the stage that my daughter is at is a stage that it's like it resonates with me, because getting to the end was like, baby, this is the reason why I don't like people to minimize degrees in education. Although I applaud all spectrums of careers, baby. If you getting out there doing it, taking care of yourself, I don't care whether you doing hair, drawing blood, I don't care what you doing, you a baddie at the end of the day. Okay, we're gonna have to try to work with. Okay, we're gonna have to try to work with the five. My inner spectrum internet just went out, as it always does, because y'all know that's what it do. It goes out. It goes out. That's what it does. So it's gone out. So we're gonna go. On the fact, community college is absolutely great, and I actually looked into community college after I finished my bachelor's degree. Y'all let me know how the sound and the picture and everything is. I'm gonna say this, I did cuss somebody out at Spectrum this morning, so I hope that they not get back at me. I really hope that they not. And but they made me lose my cool. Okay, they made me lose my cool. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah. So how does it? Is it okay now? Because I got to work with the 5G. Okay. Okay. Because this is out. It's gone out. It's gone out. So anyway, that's a regular thing with Spectrum. It's always, I have missed days of work because Spectrum was out. You know what I'm saying? And she's in a phase. I'm gonna bring it to a. I'm gonna bring it in right quick. She's in a phase. They just straight up. My stuff is just straight up like, what's going on? Why y'all doing this to me? What the? Okay. Anyway, she's in a phase that it resonates with me, and so it concerns me in many ways because I knew the level of strength that it took for me to actually keep pushing and finish. Okay, once I knew, like, okay, I know life is a little shaky right now, but I'd rather finish this than keep on going back and forth, back and forth. Um, and I always think back to that strength, and I'll be like, dang, where is that strength at? Like, I need that strength back. So it's like I understand what she's going through. Um, and but like I told her, I'm glad that you're going through the upgraded version. You're going through the upgraded version, okay? Because you have parents that are able to assist you, and help you see things through. And yes, you have to take care of some things on your own, but because to finish, I had to do it all on my own. all on my own. My mama didn't have time to be dealing with that. She was overwhelmed with her own life. So if it was something that I wanted, I knew that I was gonna have to take my own life by the reins. Okay, we back, y'all. We back. Wait a minute, I think we back, y'all. Hold on, let me get the Wi-Fi back going. Okay, the Wi-Fi came back on. Okay, so I guess it's on its off and on state. Oh, it's supposed to rain today. Whenever it rains, Spectrum is gonna go out. It's just the way that it is. Okay, I'm trying to make the proper adjustments. Everybody, come on back in. Coming back in, guys. We had a temporary technical difficulty with the internet and things going out, but the internet is back. Okay, it might go back out because it's supposed to rain today, and that's kind of how it works with Spectrum. It's gonna if it rains, the internet is going to go out. So, you know, but I have my reasons for still being with them. I'm trying to complete a phase and then we're going to make the necessary adjustments from there. But yeah, here we go. Is everybody still here? Is everybody good? Is everybody good? Is everybody good? So while it's only two people in here, I'm going to say this. I love it though. Two people, 4 likes. T. That's T. I like that. Okay. So let me say this. So that's another thing that my mind is like worries. It's worrying to me. It's worrying knowing that she taking all those hours plus she working a job. I knew how it felt to try to work a part-time job, take the classes. I was trying to go full-time and work. That didn't work. I'm steady dropping classes. Okay. Then I just had to stop altogether because I had to work. So it worries me because I know the level of stress that she's putting on herself. But what I'm gonna do is continuously remind myself of the blessing, and that is that, like I told her, you are in the upgraded version of what I experienced in my senior year. You're in the upgraded version. You're in the upgraded version. You in the upgraded version. I ain't even have no car. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a car. You know, I hadn't worked. So, and my mother couldn't afford to buy me a car. Like I said, she was going through a divorce, baby. I was on that Natural Bridge bus. Okay. I was catching the something to the King's Highway to the Natural Bridge. That's what I'm talking about when I say, you know, it became a struggle. It became a struggle. It was a mental struggle. Then thinking about my family, knowing what my mother going through. But baby, once I decided to lock in, I locked in. I was like, fuck all this. I'm going to get this done, completed so I could get a job, try to help my family a little bit, kind of see my mother through some of her issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, let's get this done. So I feel so super duper blessed that she is in the upgraded version. I feel so super duper blessed that she has a dad, which is something that I didn't have. I had a stepfather, but hell, in the end, you was more trouble than what you was worth even having to have a male figure around. But she has a dad that supports her greatly, you know, in every single way, including financially. So I love that for her. And like I told her, you just gotta lock in and get the shit done. You know what I'm saying? You already got everything that you need. You just gotta lock in and get it done. And as I also told her, you know, college ain't like, it ain't that, you know, it ain't high school. So if it take you 4 years and an additional semester, then that's just what it takes. This is real life. This is real life, you know. But I couldn't be prouder. And I told her that this week when we talked, that I couldn't be prouder of especially as an only child, you know, little spoiled, little, you know what I'm saying, little used to shit. Um, Taking the reins of life and showing that she knew how to be independent and how to reach her goals. And so I just continue to feel so blessed that, like, baby, because having a child, do you know the other number of things that I could be dealing with than to be dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Than to be dealing with a girl that's a woman. She's a young woman. She's not a girl. She's a young lady, you know, pushing towards her goals and not allowing any. My daughter is kind of scary to me a little bit because she has a level of ambition that sometimes I'll be like, I'll be like, like I am now about the hours and the work. And I'm like, but that's who she is, and I allow her to be who she is, and I'll be there for her if it's a success or if it's a delay, a pause, a failure, whatever it is. I'm gonna be there. Okay, I'm gonna be there. I know that my emptiness mom know, and I know that night owl know, and some of y'all else, whoever else is in here might know. But yeah, so but it's a lot to think about. Okay, it's a lot to think about. So that's stressing me this week. Just I don't know, just life. And so I had an emotional week. Like, I know I cried at least twice this week, and haven't been crying for real. Haven't been crying for real. Like, I might cry at a little movie or something like that, but this week I just really, my emotions just, they won. Like, they literally won. For one time I was reading a book that my nephew's, his aunt, his uncle passed away. His uncle, his father's brother, and his wife has written like a book, and it's a very, like, almost like a magazine type book, just about her life, and she talks about the different phases of life that she went through, because she's young to be a widow, and so she's always on my mind, because I'm like, dang, I really am getting to see what a widow looks like, but at a young age. And so, good morning, B Hunt. Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day. And so she wrote like a little book, pamphlet, magazine. I'm not calling it little, but it's not a book, but kind of like a pamphlet situation, whatever, magazine. And so my sister just showed it to me. She was like, oh, she wrote a book, and I started reading it. And when I got to the end, it was like one part of her life. When it got to the end, I broke down. I was like, I broke down, y'all. It resonated with me strongly, but I broke down. And then I kept trying to like pull myself together. Baby, thank you for telling me that. And I'm a moon lover, but I haven't even been keeping up with the moon. Like, the last moon I saw, which I don't even know if that was a full moon or a new moon. My mother happened to look outside, and she was like, oh, look at the moon, because she know I love the moon. And I looked out there, and I was like, oh, okay. So it had to be literally, and I was even like, damn, I haven't had a period in well over a year, but am I PMSing or what's going on? So I done broke down. My nephew hugging me because he was there. He was over here too. He hugging me. My nephew really don't see me cry, so he hugging me. I'm trying to pull myself together, but the more I keep thinking about what I just read, I'm like, okay. So then, Thursday, I broke down too. I just broke down and was like, what's up this week? What is up? I just was like, wow, I have had a really emotional week. And that's why I definitely wanted to discuss that, because I know that other people experience that. But a lot of times, because we do have these moments when we're alone or at home, or, because we going to definitely try not to have it at work. You know what I'm saying? You holding all your whole self together at work. And even if you do, you're going to go to the car or something like that. Hopefully you make it to the car. Some people only make it to the bathroom, and hell, I've seen people break down right on the spot before. But always, definitely, as a rule, I have tried. Hey, V. I've tried to, yes, it is the menopause. Because why was they finna try to hide that comment? Like, they know that is not right. That's not right. Yes, that is the menopause. It absolutely is that. Oh, so yes, it's just been an emotional week. I feel drained even talking about it. I'm like, damn, you've just been crying. You just been like every other day crying about something. But Bible study was good this week. And I love how um the bishop at my church, he focused on racism in the Bible in this week's Bible study. And he focused on also what God said about how he felt about racism. This week's Bible study was almost like a check-in, like, okay, y'all, it's time to check in on everybody again. I know it's getting rough, so let's check in. I need everybody to say how they feeling, and then we're gonna talk about a little something, something. So I enjoyed that, and that was very uplifting. And the bottom line message was, no matter what is going on, you're gonna have to keep your head down in faith, like strongly. Just keep it there. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just keep it there then. I know. Oh my God, I'm such a like not worry people type. We need to get together anyway though, because it's just been a long time and we need to get together. So um yeah, so it was an emotional week. I was happy for Friday, and you know, we're gonna start all over again and hope for the best, pray for the best. You know, that's what we're gonna do. Happy Valentine's Day, Sony. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. I didn't bring my water over here, y'all. I gotta get my water. Wait a minute, y'all. Y'all gonna see. Well, you ain't really gonna see nothing except this rack in my bed. Hold on. I gotta get my water. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna take my medicine. I'm gonna get my glasses. I'm finna get everything that I need, y'all. I got my water, thermos, 6 hot, 22 cold, something like that. Got my glasses, got my pen. Okay, so we good now. Heading out with my daughter and her boyfriend and him. Okay, have a wonderful time. Enjoy every moment. Oh, Carmi. Oh, that sounds fun. You know what? That's a good emptiness, mom. Date out. That's a Valentine. That's a good little idea. Go to like a car museum and then find somewhere to eat that's close by there. That's a nice little outing right there. That's a nice one right there. I like that. I really, really like that. Oh, don't let me forget to send you that place that I'm talking about. Don't let me. Okay, that's not bad. I like that. See, I like cars though, so that's a nice like anything involving cars is gonna always be super stimulating to me, in a very good way. So yeah. Oh my goodness, y'all. Even talking about my emotional week has like drained me. It just drained me. But let's talk about this so that we can get pepped back up again. Let's talk about Cardi and Stefan Diggs breakup. Apparently right before or at the Super Bowl. Okay, right before or at. You know what? All right, bye. Be safe and enjoy. Uh, so the first thing that I saw was her walking off the field from the halftime because apparently she had a special appearance during the Bad Bunny performance, which I didn't see her and I watched the whole thing. But anyway, I miss moments at time. I guess that's menopause too. I do miss moments, okay, just like I miss chunks of conversations. So it showed her walking off the field from the halftime thing, and somebody asked her, what do you have to say, to Stefan Diggs, and and she said good luck and walked off. I mean, like real snarky too. So I was like, oh, what's that? What's that? Of course, he looked super disappointed or whatever about the loss, which is understandable. Remind me to get back to that. Now, let me say that right now. She's showing out. I really wish that I could go see her. um I don't know, we'll see. But let me talk about him right now before I forget what I was gonna say, because the mind. I didn't take my medicine, y'all, and I hope I got enough water to swallow it. Y'all, we may have to go to the kitchen because I gotta take my medicine. Because the thing is that I can't eat nothing until I take my thyroid medicine because it requires your stomach to be empty. My mouth is dry from talking too. So anyway, Um, and you know what? When I saw him like at the game, walking off the field, just different shots that I saw of him, She said, you slept through it. I know that's right. That's the same way. Sound like how I sleep through. No, I don't sleep through New Year's because I do try to stay up. You mean you not standing in the middle of the road, scratching your head yet, wondering what you doing? Right, right. Because right now in this moment, I'm like, yep, you better finish saying what you was gonna say because you get ready to forget what you was gonna say. So I remember looking at him and thinking to myself, I say he doesn't look mature, even in the face, even in his expressions, even in the way he carries and holds himself. He doesn't look mature. He looks like a kid that's mad because he didn't get his way. So I made note of that. But then I later saw a story where he went over to like the side and he shook hands. Apparently, it was one of his mother of his children, and also some other woman. I forgot who she's supposed to be. Yeah, he looks like a little boy. Like he doesn't hold himself like a man. And that's it. I don't like to always talk about myself, but I'm not attracted to men that don't hold themselves like men. I just don't hold yourself like no little boy. Cause I no, okay. So yes, baby, listen, too many children, which is I'm not gonna beat my girl Cardi up about it. I'm not gonna beat her up. One thing I will say about Cardi is that she is a living example of if you are in that situation, how to move on, how to move on. Have your moment, start moving on, start picking yourself up, start pumping yourself back up, start reminding yourself of who you are, learn how to move on. And I think with this situation, she's like, yeah, quickly, because I got a tour to do, because I got kids to feed and I want to be successful at the tour. I actually had become slightly concerned about her. Then his mother told her, oh, are you serious? Yeah, so oftentimes, even though we make bad decisions, we don't have time to sulk in it because we got to keep moving. We got to keep working. We got to get to this job. We got to get this check. We got to pay these bills. We got to feed these kids. We got to pay for this roof over our head. We got to pay for field trips. We got stuff we got to do, baby. We don't have time to sulk in the fact that, yeah, that's the reason why a lot of time mothers is pillows be wet at night, because that's when all of our emotions come down on us and of the day. You ain't really had to deal with them because you've been bobbing and weaving. My baby daddy said bob and weave. He said, I would just tell you bob and weave. You be bobbing and weaving. So you don't have time. Oh, oh, what? Not his mother to hold. Salute to his mother. Yeah, salute to his mother, because at some point in time, no matter how much you love a man in your life, whether it be your son, your father, your son, your nephew, your husband, and vice versa, ain't nothing one sided. Sometimes it be certain things that you just got to go ahead and say. You know what I'm saying? It just has to go ahead and be said. So, I'm sure the mother, if you, okay, some of y'all might have sons, but I don't. Okay, I just got a nephew. Whether it be my son or my daughter, I wouldn't be pleased. Well, a woman is different because it's not possible. Okay, so that's a whole different situation. Hold on, that's a whole different situation. Let me get this out. So I can't even say daughter, son. For a girl, we could say I'd be so disappointed if my baby had two babies in a year by two different men. I would be so disappointed. Like, you know what I'm saying? So as a mother, imagine her. Night Owl said it. I ain't even have to say it because Night Owl said it. And this is what I've been talking about. And that's what I talked about in the last live. And I don't know why I got older and I got wiser, but you're supposed to get older and wiser. Maybe it's the celibacy, what a abstinence, which one they people, or it's actually a debate that goes on online about celibacy versus abstinence. I really don't give a fuck about all of that, because if I want to define it and categorize it, then we could do that. But really all people be trying to say is that they're not tooting right now. You know what I'm saying? That's all people be trying to say. And then, like I said, a lot of times our downfall as a people is that we make everything competitive. So on social media, the debate, when somebody uses one word or the other, the comments become the competition because we're going to make competitive verbiage and vocabulary. This why people don't be liking people with degrees. But anyway, anyway, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. So that's what makes me different. And I've always been a little rebellious too, because once you see what you seen, you can't unsee it. So I don't care if I got degrees. I'm going to still be me. Okay. I'm not going to be forced to uphold to a certain behavior because I have degrees. Or so, not even a behavior, because I behave well. It's how I was raised. I was raised to behave well, be polite. But because of that, I also have a rebellious side. And these days, I prefer that side over any side. And that I already got that. That can't even be taken from me. So, okay, wake up. It's okay to be who you are. So, anyway, other woman at the game is the woman who cheated with, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Right. Okay, see, I know because I know that the people be going back and forth. And one, I like how in one comment I saw somebody said, "There's no way for you to know if the person used the right or wrong term if you don't know what their intentions are." And I loved that. I love that. I was like, that is so true. That is so true. And that is another positive thing about having a degree because you are able to analyze different frames of thoughts and perspectives. Okay. So anyway, the other woman at the game is the woman who cheated. Right. So that was the other issue. It was another woman at the game who had cheated. Woo, baby, that's some dirty, low down mess right there. Cause do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? So you gonna do the Don like that in front of basically the whole world. In front of the whole world. That takes me back to this right here. And this is something that I preach to my daughter a lot because I want her the way she feels about herself and her self-esteem. And we're going to talk about self-love in a minute. I want it to always be up there because as I always tell her, beware of men who, because sometimes if you're too smart, if you're too pretty, if you're too well put together for them, then their objective and goal is going to be, they're going to have to build you up because they can't come in automatically and just, they can't do that. So they're going to build you up and then they're going to break you down. They're going to break you down, baby. It's a game. It's a game. I'm sorry, I was raised not to go to the airport and get baggage. 6 kids, that is too freaking much. Okay. And we'll be back for the next one. Okay, have a happy weekend. Happy Valentine's Day, JT. Yeah, I was raised like that too. I was raised that it was shameful if you was to become a teenage mother. Like that was shameful. Like it's things that you have to do before you do that. Okay. Um, whatever. It's all in the sauce. But at any rate, no matter how one was raised, it does not matter. A man that has 5 babies plus, because now I'm safe. It was 4, but I'm safe saying 5 in a year. That D is it's don't that's not to be like don't that's not available. Exactly. So now you was really walking around pouting and looking crazy. Really walking around pouting and so you played your cards and you didn't win. You didn't win. And that's because he's not mature. He's not mature, you know. Um, I don't know. 5 kids is one thing, but 5 baby mamas is a whole nother thing. Cause I'm just thinking how many, right, exactly. Exactly. I'm just thinking to myself, how many times would you have had to have unprotected X to actually create 5 babies in a year? How much and how many? Then that brings the question, how many wasn't successful? How many wasn't successful? So yeah, it's not nothing that I would want for myself, unless it was a truly changed man. You know, we're older. If it was a truly changed man, a truly changed man. But otherwise, that would be a no. But because of my daughter is young, I more so talk to her about that. And that, no, you, when you looking at a situation, consider all the factors. Don't just stop at the very edge. Like, oh, he got a kid. Oh, he got 2 kids, two BMs. The kids is a year apart. Oh, okay. You was doing a lot. You was doing a lot. So you have to think to yourself, do you want somebody that was doing that much? I don't know. In the end, one of the baby moms got others by day. Oh, hey, Annie! Child YB has a ton of children and people love him down. Who is YB? Oh, young boy. They do. I mean, it's a prevalent thing. It's just that I think what this is the point that I'm trying to make right here. It's very prevalent. It's prevalent. It's been prevalent. It's off the chain. It ain't even nothing new. So I don't know why I'm talking about it like it's new. I think the reason why I'm talking about it that way is because I just want us to do better. Like, I want us to do better. That in itself is a part of self-love. That in itself is a part of self-love. Listen, once our babies are here, they are babies. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna give them what we got, to make things work out for them. But we still have to remember ourselves. And remembering yourself is also, because you can't really say that you love yourself, but then you attach yourself to somebody that has behavior that shows that they don't. Like, so you don't really fully love yourself then. You don't really fully love, you love parts of yourself, but you still got parts of yourself that need work, in which we all do. And I have accepted that it's a forever process. Please understand, I'm not being judgmental in any way, shape, or form, but I do want the best for us. I want the best for us. I told my daughters, if you don't have children, get a man with no children. Let me tell you something. One time I posted something, and no, I didn't post nothing. I was scrolling online, probably Instagram, and then I went in the comments like I always do, because that's where the tea is. It was about dating, and it was about maybe dating with people with children, something like that. And I went in the comments, and somebody had commented, that's the reason why, if I meet a man with children, I want his baby mama to be dead. I want his baby mama to be out of here. If I do date somebody with kids. And I was like, it was something to that effect. Like, they said something to that effect. And so I remember that I then posted like a reel or something like that. And basically I was all like, yeah, the first thing is that always strive to be first. Always strive to be first in whatever it is that you're doing. Always strive to be first, never second, third. Always strive to be first. So that's the reason why, at a certain point in my dating life, after I got done, it's a short up right now about this, and I'm gonna finish this off since it's Valentine's Day. I'm gonna finish today's live off with the ending to that story. But I have a short up right now that basically at the end says, "Do you want me to tell you the story about when my cousin called from the pen and asked to speak to my fiance?" So I'll finish today's live up with the ending of that story. But see, I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, but I was all like, yeah, and whatever it is that you're doing in life, whatever it is, always strive to be first. And so that's the reason why when I got done ringing around the rosy with Nut, who is, I'm gonna talk about it, who is the fiance that I'm gonna talk about at the end of this, I was like, cut, baby, cut, cut, baby, cut, baby, cut. If he ain't above me in 4 out of 5 categories, mainly 5 though, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I can't deal with no more insecure, like I straight up can't deal with that. And then after that, I did date a man that was, in the categories, but he had a kid. So then when that didn't work out, I was like, I don't want to date nobody with no kids. Period. Period. I don't have kids. So why should I have to lower my standard to say, well, you might have to date somebody that's at least got one kid? I don't have no kids. And so that's what I did. I dated somebody that didn't have no kids, and then I had a kid with them. Always strive to be the first in whatever it is that you're doing. Always strive to be the first. Always strive to be the first, baby. So at the end of the day, if it was to be another baby mama, I was still the first. Or you, yeah, come on now. Come on now. It's okay to insert self-love into every single part of your life. And it is a daily struggle. It is a daily, hourly, moment by moment struggle. Lord knows it is. But I just think when you have a chance, just do it. When you have a chance to do something, like my healthy hair journey, I consider that as like me, like trying to build up on my self-love. Like, why you let your hair get dry like that, girl? Why? And so I was like, it's time me treat my hair with some tender loving care. My hair is part of me. So that's self-love. Skincare is self-love. It's anything that feeds you, that helps you. It could be sitting in a dark room in silence for 10 minutes. If that helps you, that's self-love. If that helps your brain and your nervous system to calm down. But we could always watch V's Authenticity. I keep telling y'all, I have V's Authenticity on this morning, this week, one day before work. And again, it's like stuff like that. I forget everything that's on my mind, and my body just kind of chills out. And I'm like, oh, remember you was gonna put it on the news and check the weather and stuff? No, baby, I've been chilling for like 15, 20 minutes just with V's Authenticity video with the little water and the little butterfly. I've just been chilling basically. So yeah, any way that we can, in any way that we can, this is an encouragement for me, like for real, because right now I need a new eyebrow wax. I need to get another pedicure. And so these are things, it's like just each day think of ways that you could pour into yourself, even if it's the smallest, even if it's that you just decide to exfoliate your hands, and or just anything that you could do, anything, literally. I'm saying anything. What kind of stuff do y'all do like that? It feels personal to you, and I needed to hear more about self-love. Okay, good. I love that. I loved it because I was like, I'm having an emotional week. We got a topic about self-love. I was like, we need to just talk about some things today. We need to just talk about some things, even though my brain fog be having me all over the place. I start talking about something totally unrelated. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just how it is. I try to cover everything and try to remember, but it does actually get difficult. I was gonna sit here and do my hair with y'all. Speaking of self-love, what I want to do, I'm plaited up right now, and it's got kind of messy a little bit. So I wanted to get it back moisturized. I was definitely gonna spray it with some water. Baby, 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 this is the ish. It's the ish. So I've been using this to seal. Well, I put it all over my hair, but once I get my hair twisted up, I'll kind of like re-moisturize it. And well, not all the way, but just ever so slightly. And then I've been putting this on my ends, like just twirling my ends with it. just to keep my ends kind of sealed up. I love this. I love this. I love this. And I'm always happy when I find a hair product that's not of the usual that you would expect, for our hair. And it works. It does something. So yeah, I really, really like this Food for Soft. It's that girl. And then I was gonna put this on, which is my Camille Rose, which I'm almost out of. It's almost gone, y'all. My lighting sucks. But anyway, that's my moisturizing lotion, and then my So Soft infused hair oil. And I was just gonna get it all twisted back up. I'm gonna still do it, but I'll do it afterwards. And that's the color. This is the color, y'all. I don't know if you could really see, but that's how it ended up turning out. So which one? This one? So we got that. Then I'm using this. This is my daily moisturizing lotion, Camille Rose. It's like something called something Curl Love something, but it's almost gone. So I need to get some. I kind of want to try something new. And I was thinking about, since this is almost gone, I was thinking about going to Marshalls and seeing like what kind of products like this I might be able to find, since I did find that Fenty Deep Conditioner while I was in there. But we'll see. And then I'm also using the So Soft Herbal Infused Hair Oil. See it? This is terrible. And once I got it like um back twisted up real good with my sections real good, I just run that. I just run that and put my scarf on, my bonnet or whatever, and call it a day. Okay. Okay. And call it a day. Speaking of Cardi, okay. And then my update on the Cora Organics. Okay, this is Korean skincare wins again. I don't know. It needs to be studied. What is it about Korean skincare that seems to be so good and proactive on the skin, but like not, it don't irritate? I don't know, but it's something about it. But I went on ahead and tried the Cora Organics Plant Stem Cell Retinol Alternative Serum this week. I think it's this light that's got me kind of effed up a little bit, but anyway, I usually at the end of the weekend, everything I showed here, I'll try to show it like in a community post, but it's little too. I don't know if this is a sample size, but anyway, it's good, girls. It's good, because you know what? I was kind of been like sad about my face, like it's starting to sag a little bit, especially like right up in here, like right up in here. So I was like, oh, I need some collagen. I need like, what is that? Am I gonna have to end up getting Botox right there? Or what is that? It's kind of familiar in my family. We all kind of, because like my mother is like that. Then I think about my grandmother. We all kind of get like that right there. But anyway, so I started using this. I used it all week. I told y'all that's what I was gonna be on this week. And so I used it all week long. I cannot get this to, there we go. And I was loving how my face was looking. My face just, first of all, I like skincare products that I see an immediate difference. I after a week and I'm not seeing nothing, then what? Um, what's the purpose? Because again, I don't like putting a lot of different stuff on my face. I do not think that it's necessary, but I do think that we can pick and choose the things to use that we need right now, that we feel like we need right now. So yeah, this had my face looking, and it's not a collagen, it's a retinol alternative. So that means it helps with moisture. It just had my face looking more plump, more, I don't know if I'm going to say bright. It was looking good and I was liking that. Okay. So yes, I do this. I recommend this. I do recommend. And I got to do either a Instagram feed or a TikTok or something about this soon. So I need to get that figured out. And then I also been using, I just started using this week. If you are dry, baby, if you are dry, let's get a close look. If you are dry, if you are dry, if you are dry, if you are dry, because I was trying to get this to my mother because she's a diabetic, and you know that has like it'll get to the point where they have to use certain kind of moisturizers to keep their skin from getting too dry. And I'm gonna still try to give it to her, but when I tried to give it to her the other day, she was looking at me like, "Girl, don't give me nothing else, okay?" But that oh collagen, yeah. Oh yes, you know what, Danielle? Normally with collagen, I will always do a supplement. I don't put it on my face. I don't put it on my face. Wait a minute, that's the wrong thing. Hold on, y'all. I keep my supplements down here, guys. So I usually do collagen as a supplement because it's not only good for your skin, it's good for your tissue and all of that. So that's how I usually would do it. But I don't mind direct face of the collagen, and I actually got a new collagen product. I'll show y'all that next weekend or post it in the community because we already passed the hour, and I don't want to keep holding y'all. I don't want to keep holding y'all talking about stuff. But nevertheless, that CeraVe, this, this, if you dry this winter, if you are dry, that's my mama calling me right now. Wait a minute, y'all. I have to call her back. Danielle, tell mama that I'm on this live and I'll call her back. It's so thick and creamy and moisturizing. So yeah, if you having problems with dryness um this winter, what? What? I want you gone. Like what? What? Huh? Here we go. Okay. If you're having issues with dryness, I say for the last time, this is good. It's very moisturizing, nice and thick. And I've been using it like right after shower. I'm normally a Vaseline person in the wintertime because I just like to, get my skin nice and coated. But this is so good that I actually have been fine going without the Vaseline. Okay. I've actually been fine. It's very lovely. And if my mother don't want it, that's fine. I got another one. They even sent me this one. They sent me the little this is what the Olympians are using right now too. But they sent me the little one I could put in my purse. So I'll give her the option again. And then otherwise I'm gonna be in there, baby. My skin gonna be woo woo woo. Okay, for the rest of the winter going into the spring. So she hung up. Oh my gosh. Let me see what else I'm basically done with the top. I call her every Saturday. I did not do it today because I had just talked to her like maybe earlier. I don't remember. And normally I call her right before the live. I say, I'm going live. Okay. I didn't do that today because I thought it would be cool. Okay. So now y'all see we got a whole little family ruckus just started right in front of y'all face. Not really. It really ain't gonna be no ruckus, child. It really ain't gonna be no ruckus. But yeah, I hope that everybody has a great Valentine's Day. I hope that you regardless to whatever, because I'm really telling this to myself because this morning I was in a kind of mood like I'm just gonna let the day go by. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just let the day pass. That's the kind of mood that I was in. And I find in these later years, I really do not be tripping off of Valentine's Day, but something must have kind of struck me just a little bit, just a little bit. But I hope that we all find something to do today that makes us feel good, no matter what that is, whether it's your date night or whether you just do something for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Should make you some chocolate chip cookies, which I might do. I might do that. And yeah, I got a chocolate cake. That's okay. I got a chocolate cake. But anyway, y'all, yes, regardless to whatever, Aveeno oatmeal. Okay. Okay. And then now my daughter is messaging me. So let me go, y'all, because life done started lifing, okay, at 11 something on a Saturday. I'm happy that I was here with y'all this morning. And yeah, I'll be in the shorts, I'll be in community, and we'll get ready for next week's live with our topics. Thanks for hanging with me, y'all. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for dealing with my brain fog. Thank you for dealing with me. Is it called babbling? With different with thank you, Ani, babbling different topics from topic to topic. Can't remember what the original topic was. Having to look over here at my post-it note, out of water, glasses smudgy, didn't even put them on. But life is good. I'm gonna moisturize my hair, and I will talk to y'all real soon. Okay. Bye. You have a good one too, B Hunt. Bye guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.